Raiders are using this week's scouting combine to make the most of their first offseason under a new regime led by head coach Antonio Pierce, preparing for the draft and navigating free agency. New general manager Tom Telesco took the podium on Tuesday to address the major storylines surrounding the Silver and Black's future. Across divisional enemy lines as the Chargers GM for the last 11 seasons, Telesco already has a grasp on the new-look Raiders' strengths and weakness.
Really tough-minded, mentally tough football team. So that's what kind of came out the most. And you're talking about both sides of the ball, like offensively, like we have a lot of work to do. I think that's pretty easy to see.
That starts and ends in the quarterback room, where Jimmy Garoppolo is seemingly set to be released, and Aiden O'Connell is penciled in as the starter. Having selected Justin Herbert in LA, Telesco knows the traits he looks for when drafting a first-round QB.
The two for me are probably leadership and toughness. I think you have to start with that. He's got to be somebody that when you're in the huddle and those 10 other players are looking you in the eyes, that you can lead that group.
Telesco calls this a deep draft class at quarterback, but he won't count out trading up from the 13th overall pick to snag the Raiders' signal caller of the future.
Since we're in late February, we really wouldn't take anything off the table as far as going up, back. Yeah.
Telesco doesn't anticipate Davante Adams being traded, calling his star wideout, quote, a Raider. He also isn't sure if impending free agent, workhorse running back Josh Jacobs will be back. But in Telesco's mind, it's in the Raiders' best interest to utilize a committee backfield.
The way we're going to play and the way a lot of teams play is you need more than one back. And I don't really see a lead back type thing. You got to have more than one. You need to have two. You need to have three. They all have different roles with the team.
Those are some of the breadcrumbs that the team gave fans as the Raiders prepare for late April's draft and free agency, which starts on the first day of the new league year on March 13th. From Allegiant Stadium, it's Nick Walters.